There we go. There we go. That's on. There we go. Right there. That's on. There we go. Double white maggot on hook. Lovely fish to end on. Oh, lovely. Caution, caution. I've just slipped on the way down bank, by the way, and I think I have broke my neck. Fishery. Peg 33 here on Bridgepool at Hallcroft in Retford, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Lots of carp in here. I've caught loads of them before for you on camera. We've had pole sessions on here, feeder sessions. I think that's it. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, and it's still coarse fishing. It still involves carp, right? It's just probably not going to be a seat box. Dressed in like casual wear, and going to keep it really, really basic today. I've picked an area at lake that I don't think I've fished it since I was really young, and it's full of small stuff, but at the same time there's still some big carp in here. So busy, popular match fishing commercial venue, and I'm coming today with some old school tactics to try and winkle out some of these larger carp in here, if we can get some anyway, and show you guys that you can just turn up to your local commercial with some very basic gear and catch some nice carp. So idea is fishing out there. I might chuck one down edge. It does quite well here on in edge, so we'll just see what happens. But today is going to be a cheap rod and reel challenge, so I'll just get them. And here they are. I'll go into more detail when we kick things off, but a reel for £1 off eBay, and it's Daiwa. £1. It had its issues. All right, I think I've fixed them, so calm it. £1 off eBay. And a Shakespeare Carp Rod, which says 1806-330. Not sure what that means, but it says carp on the actual rod, so that means it's a carp rod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some gear out. I'm going to get set up somewhere around here, and today we are going to try and catch some lovely commercial carp on. Oh, by the way, that were £1. That was £2 off Marketplace. Don't think I've still got the listing for it saved. I bought it ages ago with £2 off Marketplace. So let's see if we can catch some carp on £3 worth of rod and reel. Let's get stuck into it. So, rod, reel. Oh, don't you go in. Rod, reel. Huge landing net. What size is that thing? Have I got a landing net handle? I have. A chair. That's not mine, is it? Found a bung out under a landing net handle. Not mine, but I'll look after it for whoever's it is. Landing net handle, bank sticks, and this is my bite alarm. Look at it. It's my bite alarm. None of this beeping, horrible, noisy stuff. That's everything. So let's get set up, and I'll talk you through my ultimate approach. Right, I think, that's going to hold me. Oh, a water vole. That weren't a mouse, and it weren't a rat. That a water vole. Rarest animal at UK. What I'm going to do now is quickly, because I always waffle on, I'm going to quickly talk you through what on earth is going on today. We're fishing with simple baits like sweet corn and luncheon meat. Luncheon meat it's not around much anymore, so I've gone with what everybody ends up resorting to, the chopped pork with ham option. Not everyone can get luncheon meat, so why not bring chopped pork with ham and show you that we can still have a good day's fishing. We might not catch anything yet on chopped pork and ham. So they're my only options, and because it's Hallcroft and it's fishery pellets only, I've got a bag of fishery pellet, fishery 6 mils fishery pellets. So if I need to, the bream in here love these, by the way. If I need to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my rod here somewhere, just out at way at water, and I might fish down a margin to my left. You can't cast from that peg because the tree's hanging right over, so it might work in my favour. And I'm going to drop in a rig down here. If I feel like chucking a few pellets out just to try and draw some fish in, I've got them. Cheap reel challenge. This is it. It's a Daiwa Alpha Sierra 4050. Some of you might have seen one of these before. They just a old reel, I think, probably more popular for beach casting back in day. It's probably from early 90s, late 80s. It makes a clicking noise when you do that. I've had to do some repairs. It's not ideal, but that's the whole point of today. Can you turn up to a fishery with tackle that costs £1 and fish with it? It's absolutely solid, and that's all you really need it for. And a lot of you carp anglers, you don't really put your bail arm over by going like that. You'll do it by hand, and that's the only time it's going to be weak, is if you do it by turning handle. So that's as real. It's got some £12 Timu line on it from a previous video. I've got quite high faith in the stuff. It's red, first colour to disappear in water, who knows. But that is the reel for today's cheap tackle challenge. This is the rod. If you've got one of these, let me know in comments. Is it any good? What's the point in using carp rods? I'm not saying there's no point. I don't use them. I always catch like 30-pounders on little tiny 7-foot onesies. But this is it. It's called a Shakespeare Mustang Carp Rod. 2.5 pound test curve. It's 12 foot, and I think it's made of fiberglass. I'm not sure. It's not the ugliest looking rod in the world. That's how big the butt eye is. I'm not casting to the moon, so I don't need it to be huge. And this is the second section of it. Everything's in order. I've checked all the ceramics for cracks and everything. And yeah, this is it. It's only going to be today like a plain rod. Bridge pool here. It's not a big casting venue. But this is it. Little carp rod and reel. I can cast to island here no problem with a 9-foot rod. So bringing this here today it's ample. There we have it. Why would that not catch us a £50 carp here today for Allcroft Fishery? So I am going to get my rod set up on my bite alarm, and there's no line clip on here, by the way, on this reel. No line clip. There's no bait runner feature. It's just a drag to loosen, so a fish can take some line and run if it wants to, and should do us all right. I ain't got much faith in that, to be quite honest with you. That didn't tighten up very much. Oh, I think we've got a problem already. Yes, I know you're all excited for my bite alarm, and some of you have seen these before, some of you have got them, whatever, used for a whole different sort of array of catching fish, whether it be pike or carp or whatever. I don't like noise. I don't like noise. I don't like beeping. I don't like sitting somewhere and having 20,000 alarms going off and not a single fish being caught. I can't stand it. And no doubt, if you all see me up bank one day and you've got your alarms, you're probably going to throw one near me and just let it go off constantly. But this is my idea. Pretty much, I'm quite happy with just a loose clutch. I can hear the sound of a reel. I'm not distracted by anything else. The sound of a reel is loud to me. But this is how it works. So you've got your rod on your rod rest like this, or your pod, or whatever it is you're doing, and this little device goes down here. Now I like to put it so it's sprung against the rod like that, yeah, so it acts as like a bit of a stability device as well. And then you've got this little bit of metal here that flicks up like that, right? So all you do is you bring your line, you put it underneath there like so, and you lower it down, and should you get a fish, it'll run, pull it up like so, and that'll go up against there, and with a loose clutch it'll take line, and that is your bite indicator. And if you set it so it's just like that, so I've put some elastic bands down here, if you set it so it's just like that, it keeps a little bit of tension on your line for any sort of back slack, and you've also got a visual indicator coming up and down should you get a run or a take. So, and that's how it works. And if you've got a fish on, when you pick your rod up, this little piece of metal here, it swings back over on itself. So when you pick your rod up, it just flicks straight off it like so. Lead clip system, again, no magicry. I've not changed anything in the edit. That is my hair rig with my size 12 on. Tiny hook for you guys, some of you watching. For me, it's huge. What I'm going to do is get a Avid bait needle and get 2 cubes of meat and simple stuff. Go in through the top. You all know this. I'm not teaching you, by the way. I'm just literally going through the motions and pull those down. Oh, actually, I might just get away with one. Let's try one. We'll try one to start with. And then, where are those things? Are these them? Bait stops. I think these are ESP bait stops. No idea what that means, as some of you can probably tell. I don't do this a lot. Bait stop on. There we go. Down onto a hair on a size 12. Who knows? So, let's get it chucked out. Right. So, got me landing net, I've got my landing mat, I've got my rod, I've got my reel. I know where I'm fishing. Safety, safety, safety. Don't like this already. This is probably going to be a problem today already. I don't think this reel is up for it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swing it in front of the next peg over there and just go with it. But yeah, let's chuck it out. I reckon if can I underarm it over there? Oh, do you reckon I could pass it round this tree instead? Do you reckon that's an option? Is that what you specimen anglers do? Let's try that. Like Matt E's and all them. They used to do this, didn't they? So I'm going to drop it. Wow. This rod is mental for doing this. We're in. So if I come back up here, let some line out there like that. Oh, took my head off. And then pass it around here like that. What do you reckon? Not move my rig. What do we reckon? Put that down there. Put that on there. And then our line, people, like I've shown you before, goes onto that there, just rests underneath it, and then tighten down a little bit, just so that comes up. There we go. So that's come up. It's just a little bit of slack, keeping the tension back. Quite a nice slack line there, that. And then I'm going to loosen this drag right off. I think I've got drag problems, people. So we'll have to just see what happens, but should be fine. 8:53, like my feeder fishing, we'll keep a tab on time. I'm just in front of that tree over there. One piece of meat, I've not pre-baited. I'm just going to see what happens. Don't get any indications for a bit. I might chuck a few pellets out, or even a few little bits of chopped up meat. There's quite a few skimmers and bream in here, so I don't want to go crazy. But let's sit back and see what happens. And I think now it's just about keeping yourself occupied. I'm going to put a lid on my meat. Keep that down there out of the way. I think if I do walk into anything, naturally I just want to sit down and play it. But I think I'll probably end up standing on this peg here and playing it in. I'll see. But one thing I've not touched on, which is very important for a day's fishing, regardless of what you're fishing for or what you're doing, a bit of kit that you should never go without, even on the hottest of days, is a flask. So, I'm going to pour myself a brew and sit back and relax. I don't know what I'm looking forward to more, relaxing or catching a 88-pound catfish. do a famous cup of tea bite where I've poured a cup of tea at like places like Southfield before, and on here, on peg, I think it was peg 8, and where I pour a cup of tea on camera, I always end up getting a run. You know, like when you've not had a bite for like 3 hours and you think, oh, I'll have a brew. Only reason you don't have a brew up until that point is because you know, as soon as you start pouring a brew, it's going to run off. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Already I understand, people. I'm fully aware. See it? Is that fish on? Are we in? Are we in? Oh no, yeah, we've got a problem with reel. Oh, it's not that bad. Yep, naturally I want to play it sat down. Don't know why, but I do. Oh my god, all the excitement. Tiny landing net handle. Hey, this isn't actually playing too bad, you know, with a carp on. I thought it was going to be like a telephone pole. Wow. See that bobber in action? I think it was worth it just for that, weren't it, really? Can it run if it needs to? It can. Is this what you do? Do you play them stood up? Don't feel a big fish. There's running riot in front of the peg. This feels so wrong. Stood up playing a fish. Wow, with this rod it feels like there's not even a fish on it. I'm having to really do reality checks whilst playing it. What did big carp anglers say? Just pinged off its flank. Wow. Someone phone Ali Amidi and tell him I have joined. This is actually not too bad. Wow. I tell you what, this reel is giving this fish line whenever it requests it. It's actually not that bad. It's going under the peg. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Oh, and he's in. Wow, that net is huge. So we've got a common carp. What I'll do now is, what happens next? Bring him over to Matt and yeah, show you guys. What do? Do you leave that there and then you do this, don't you? Put your net down like that, don't you? I've seen it before. Not going to stay there? Right, let's get the mat and we'll show you what we've got. Right, rig from underneath, just in case anyone's watching this and says, oh, he's not doing it right. Barbless hook, straight out, look, size 12, no magic, no nothing. Here's all the same rig that I tied for you earlier, free running. Put that down there out the way. And then, add your old carp up for camera. Is it like that? Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's not bad in. Small fish for me, this, really. Let's give him a wipe. Small fish for me, but I don't know. That's how you do it. And then what do? Do you like look to the side and get one of them? But a nice little Hawcroft common carp on a single piece of meat, and I've not even fed anything, just out at margin down here. So let's slip him back and go back for another one. So I'm not disturbing my swim. But there he is, look, in net. He's absolutely fine. I'll scoop him out. Off he goes. I'll come down here, like so. Drop this out. There. And then just walk it back over here. Do some Rexhunt stuff like that. And then bail arm over. Up. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh. Rod and line this side. Put that eye up to that breast like that. Bail arm over. Take up some slack. Hook the line under my bobbin. Bobbin's wrong way. I forgot to reset it. Like that. Put that there like that. There we go. And then loosen, drag off for a run. There we are. Trap set again. So not going to feed anything, just singular baits at a time, and just like last time, just wait for a run and see if we can get us another carp. Oh, what do you reckon? I won't go in any further. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? I reckon that'll be alright. So get my chair in. Just don't want to get caught up in that rain, that's all. Shall I go there? Shall I go there? If I go here like this, with chair, what do you reckon? Oh, it's like a tent. Oh, it's like a bivvy. Yes. Yes. Oh, I hope I'm liking this. I'm liking it. Let's get some more gear in. Net. Get me net here. If I catch a fish, I'm still gonna put a mat over there. I think if I tell you what, I'll leave it over there. Carry on in here, look. Oh, made for it. Oh, what do you reckon? Whoever gets this brolly, by the way, with the free gear when we give it away, just going to turn up to a random kids match one day and just give it away. It's like box, trolley, keep net, landing net, float rod, feeder rod, pole, top kits, few rigs, terminal box. It's got quite a few, you know, it's a kit just to get you going. And I did a video here catching carp on it, catching silvers on it. So go back and watch that video. I'll put a link in the description. And this brolly's like included in it. It's kind of don't want to get rid of it because I love all old nostalgic keynet stuff. But oh, look at that! Look at the sun coming out now. Might leave it up anyway. But yeah, this is included in it, so I think I'll relocate myself here. I tell you what, I can get right comfy doing this. I tell you what, for anyone that does this, I'm not a all-out match angler, by the way. There, look at that. Point hook right in that stick. That's what's cost us. Could go back out on corn, couldn't we? Anyway, for anyone that does this style of fishing, I'm not an all-out match angler, but for anyone that does this style of fishing that switches from sort of different styles, just let me know in the comments. Do you enjoy doing it? It's not that I'm a big fan of it or I'm not a fan of it. It's just not something I do regularly to warrant telling you that I enjoy doing it. So you'll have to let me know in the comments. Do you do it regularly? I know some match anglers who very, very good match anglers, so I always do well. And they sometimes get their sends off carp in every now and again. So there's my rig. Single bit of meat on. I'm going to drop it back down there and reset my rod and wait for some action. I think I'm also going to chuck a few pellets over the top as well when I do it. Right, so in with the meat. Cheeky. Oh, let's go there. Don't want to go tangle again like last time. Fish number 2 on the cheap rod and reel. Oh, got him. Got him, got him. Oh, tiny carp. Tiny, tiny. Let's get him over to the mat and have a look at him. Right, here we go. Tiny, tiny fish. It's got all the characteristics of like a 40-pounder, but he's a tiny little carp. Hooked just inside the mouth there, look. Barbless hooks, no magicry. There's the rig. And here is the little tiny, dumpy, common carp that's just run me ragged out of this margin down here. But look at him. Absolutely perfect little fish, that. Stunning. So, I'm going to put him back, get another piece of meat on, plonk it back in that margin, and see if we can get some more on the £1 reel and £2 rod for you. But don't mind catching these all day. Can't believe how small they are. Safely. Plonk him down there. Yeah, lovely fish, isn't he? Let's get you back home, fella. Off he goes. But yeah, simple, innit? Doesn't have to break the bank, doesn't have to cost a fortune, just use your initiative, be safe, keep it basic. I mean, this is all I'm using. I know I've already shown you, but simple, simple running lead clip like that. So nothing anchors in there. The swivel is actually far too small for that lead clip, and it just comes neatly off. Oh, it's just the knot of the line that's just catching it a little bit, but nice and easy. And still using size 12 Kamazan barbless animal hook. So, cube on. Onto your hair, like so. And then just a simple bait stop. These ones I'm using they're like clear plastic ones, little tiny things. The meat stops are good, but on a day like today you can be going through quite a few fish and don't fancy losing that many meat stops in a lake in one day. That's it. Lead, massive lead for me, that. I know to some of you it's 2 ounce, to some of you that's tiny, but I'm only dropping it in edge down here. But massive lead for me, simple lead clip, no tubing, nice and simple stuff. And yeah, that's doing the business. So let's go and drop it back in that edge and see if we can get another one. So let's drop you back where you belong, which is there. And then I'm just going to walk it back, just dabbing line off at reel, making sure it don't bird's nest everywhere. I could quite easily just underarm it from where I am over there, but don't want to risk getting snagged in a tree and then having to chop bits of line and mess about. Right, trap's reset. I'm going to sit it out, wait for another one. It's still not even midday yet. So hopefully winkle a couple more for you on the cheap rod and reel challenge. Getting a few indications. I think I might have a skimmer on or a little bream or whatever. Just something just constantly hanging on to that, not ripping away. So I think I'm going to lift into it. If it's a skimmer, it's going to come up really, really quickly. So I'm going to get the net ready, and I think that's going to be fish on. So let's see. What we got? feel bad for a bream. Oh, maintenance bloke's been cutting grass. It's absolutely everywhere. Oh, nice. Right, so not the carp that we're after. A very, very lively little bream. Don't know if I want to do a good carp pose with him, but nice dark one into here. Will do. On the £1 reel, eBay reel, and the £2 carp rod. Took 2 pieces of meat on the hair from down this left hand margin. So let's get him straight back. There you go. Let's get you back in. There he goes. Oh, right. I think I'm going to stick it out back down this margin. I might even get back in front of this peg here and see if we can winkle a carp out from in front of the peg. It has gone really quiet now, and it's a bit odd because conditions are perfect. Oh, that's hot. We'll just put it out. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. There we go. And a small one again. But we don't mind them. And he's in the net. Oh, lovely. Nice little common. Well, I said that it's taking some getting used to, all this waiting around for fish, but that rod had not been at rest for 30 seconds. I'd literally just put it down, I was just chopping some meat up behind me, and off it were going. So, where are you hooked? Yep, thought so. Thought so. Oh. Yep, that's it. He's not a carp angler, and you can tell, can't you? Oh, look at that, just falls out. Beauty of barbless hooks. 1, you lose loads of fish, and 2, when you catch them, you'd never know it were even hooked. But this is a lovely little tiny torpedo common on luncheon meat, again down in this margin. And so far it's going alright. Weather's changed a bit, it's getting a bit cloudy, looks like it's 7 o'clock at night and it's not. But yeah, a nice little torpedo common carp on meat on the cheap rod and reel challenge. So I'm going to slip him back and see if we can winkle another one. In you go, fella. Nice. Oh yeah. One happy fish. Let's get another one. Right. Another cube of meat. Nothing difficult. All I'm going to do is, same as before, just drop it down there and then walk my rig back. Walk my rig back. Walk my rod back, I think I meant to say. I just didn't say it, people. Right, so let's take up some slack. What keeps jamming? Take up some slack. There we go. Get us bobbing. Hook it on the line. Slacken this clutch off. Lovely. That'll do. And then all we do is just wait again for it to rip off. This time I am going to put some, I like to put that over there, like so. This time I'm going to put some luncheon meat over there before a carp decides to get a little bit excited and hungry. So, what's going on? There we are. Right, get some bait out. Oh my god, that's bait. Fish on. Oh god. Still couldn't even get the bait out. It's going wild. That were probably on the rest less time than the last one was. Oh, switched it. Oh, a bit loose. Oh, it's all going off. Oh yes. There we go. Come on up. Another comment. Oh, there he is. Oh, got him. Got him. Nice little common. Lovely stuff. Can't feel my knees. We've got a common. This time I'm going to bait up before I put my rig in, I think. Oh, he looks angry. You know when they just look angry. Nice. Rig, barbless hook, straight out. Oh, let's get this one to camera quick. Not really show fish for me this, but because of this style of fishing, I might as well show them you. Normally they just get scooped straight back in again. I don't know, but some of you guys might find this quite exciting. Yep, I know. Bit bubbly on that side. Let's turn you that way. Which way it's sun? Over there. There we go. Yep, I know it. I know what's going to happen. Yep, I know it. A nice tutorial though on how to handle fish when they don't behave. Right, come on, just quick, it'll be fine. Right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, another little torpedo common carp. Look, probably about £4, £5. I don't know. You tell me in comments what you reckon. Another little small fish on a piece of meat down here in this margin again. Didn't even get a chance to feed it again this time. Just ripped straight off. So I'm gonna bang him in. Cheap rod and reel challenge going absolutely swimmingly. So let's get him slipped back in and try and winkle another one for the camera. Oh, you've been behaving now, aren't you? Lovely stuff. Down you go. There you go. Off you go. Lovely stuff. Oh, going into a bit of a rhythm now, aren't we? Let's keep that there. There we go. I'm going to get my meat in first. So, chuck you there. Now, bait up. And let's drop back in for another one. Back in, let's do it in real time. So you can see it rig going in, which is now. And you can actually see me bringing it back and putting it onto the rest as well. So over here, through there, down here, and then around this tree, back, bail arm over, rod rests up, that's reset, on the back, over there, on there, easy, done. Loose clutch, let's get the bobbin over, and now if it goes, you'll see my problem, you'll see what I've been fighting with. Take some of this slack up. Yeah, last couple of times it's just ripped straight off. Now we're looking a bit tighter. Bit of wind. How was it trapped on there? There we go. How are we looking? Yeah, it's bang on that. Nice loose clutch. A bit looser. And we'll wait for another one now. But yeah, those other two fish were very fast, and by this point it had already gone when I was just chopping up some meat to chuck back over the top. So hopefully there's a nice ball of fish collecting over there now. I've chucked some meat in before I've put the rig in, so dropping that rig over the top, hopefully not spook any fish, and it should mean that we'll be in for another carp quite soon. So fingers crossed, we'll see how we do. I'll leave you guys looking at it just in case it rolls off quick. We're in. We are in again. Oh no, oh no. Why is that getting stuck on there? There we go. Oh, there we go, another one. They're a bit breamy, that, to start with. I don't even know what number fish we're on now. Number 5. Yeah, another carp. 2 pound rod, 1 pound reel. Nailing them. Well, he's not hit net yet, but if he is, we're nailing him. It's actually not a bad setup, this. I don't fish with advanced carp gear by any means, but this is not a bad setup at all. It's a Daiwa AS 4050, for anyone wondering, this far into the video. Oh, he's not a bad one. Come on, go over that net. Go over that net. There we go. Oh, got him. We've got him. Don't know why, but it feels like more of an accomplishment on this tackle. Big cumbrous rods and reels. I just feel like it makes it a bit more difficult than what I'm used to, but hey ho. Oh, right. Let's get him over to the mat, get him unhooked, and then I promise one more and we're done. For definite. I'll tell you what, never mind luncheon meat. These carp are absolutely loving the, what is it, chopped pork and what? Chopped pork and sausage? Chopped pork and something, anyway. Can't remember what it is. Oh, he's unhooked himself. Oh, and the hook, nice. Barbless hooks. What were it? Chopped summit? I can't remember it were. Anyway, these fish are loving it. Just down here in this edge, just next to this peg 33. Absolutely loving it. So, let's get him up and show you all. Fish number, I'm sure it's fish number 5, I'm not quite sure. Might be fish number 4. I lose count after a bit. Tend not to pay much notice, but don't do it. Don't do it. For a stunning little mirror carp here at Orcroft on the cheap rod and reel challenge. Absolutely stunning. What's that? £6. Not a massive fish by any means, but a very, very welcome one. Fight like absolute stink. I'm actually using Timu line, which I think was 85 pence for 600 miles, and it's doing absolutely fine. No problems, no snaps, no nothing. So yeah, just another don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Another great example of what fish can be had on budget gear. So get yourself out, buy some cheap stuff. Stop paying all your money for big expensive stuff. Right, we'll get you back, and one more, I'm going home for a bath. Otherwise, she'll divorce me before we even married. Right, let's slip you back. Just go and tell your mate. Just say, hey, look, he wants one more. He wants just one more, and then he's done for the day. He says he promises and everything. Come on. Off he goes. Lovely. Right. One more. I'm done. Promise you. Tell you what, that chopped pork and mystery meat doing the business today. No, that's on. better fish. Better fish. £1 reel, £2 rod, and a tin of chopped pork and ham, I think it said. And we're bagging. Hopefully we get this one in. You got your feeder out, mate? Just going on a mad one down into that corner, that's all. Just going on a mad one down into your corner. It's just you got it, you see it? You in. Well, let's get you up. Handles on these rods are far too long, aren't they? What we got? Lovely mirror. Oh, he's in. He's in. If you can't see that, he's on a mat, don't worry. Definitely best fish at session, and frustratingly, not my biggest carp out of this lake either, so who knows. I'll have to come back one day and probably finish up on a better one. Don't like them flapping when they don't floor like that, or at mat even. Just move my £1 reel and £2 rod out the way. Come on, relax. Yeah, last one and we're done, I promise. Right, where's the hook? Oh wow, surprisingly the hook is just there. Look at that. Marvellous hook. Oh, hook lengths broke off in net. Let's hook you in. Let's hook you into there, so don't forget you. Don't know where that lead's gone. But I think this is a good fish to end on, and it just goes to show that it don't matter how much you go and spend on carping gear and big reels and daft rods and chairs. Chairs actually quite comfy. You can go out on very basic budget tackle off marketplace and catch some great fish. So let me show you the final fish of the day, which is this lovely Allcroft Ridgepool mirror carp caught on a piece of meat. I actually brought it in from out there, put it back down this margin, and I'd probably say it's about £8, and yeah, ripped round and off it went. On a £1 reel off eBay, genuinely £1, and the rod was £2 off marketplace, sold by somebody who has no idea about fishing, just had a rod for sale. And this here is just one of the fish that you can expect to catch on budget tackle. And yes, he is definitely a good fish to end this episode on. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put him back in, get tackled up, and finish off here all. What do you reckon, pal? Yeah, he wants to go home. I like to end these videos with, what have we learnt today? And it's very clear to see that on a busy commercial fishery like here today at Allcroft, or whether you go into your private syndicate somewhere in Cotswolds where there's only 1.5 fish that live there and you pay £800 a year just to try and catch them, it's very clear to see that tackle and what you actually use to pursue those fish, it matters, but it's not the be all and end all, is it? Because these carp here today, out of this very margin down here, bearing in mind no one can find luncheon meat anymore, absolutely fine, no problem, using very basic tackle, monofilament hook length, Temu line, and a reel that cost £1 off of eBay. I'll try and put it on screen now. I won it for £1. I think there were a little bit of postage, but forget postage, because you know, sometimes I pick them up, sometimes it doesn't matter to me. The reel itself was £1. The rod is a Shakespeare Mustang Carp, 3.3 metres, 2.5 pound test curve, and it was £2 off Marketplace on Facebook. So this being my rifle of choice today, it hasn't really made much difference to whether I'm using a £340 distance master, or I couldn't even tell you the name of a single carp rod nowadays. So drop a few names in comments and educate a guy. Let me know what's out there, how much they are, what's the most expensive carp rod money can buy. Let me know, because quite keen to know that sort of stuff. And yeah, if you are in the market for a rod and reel and you want to go and spend an absolute fortune, do it, go for it. But please don't forget that if you are fishing on a budget and money is not great, it's not tight, but let's just say that, you know, you've got better things to be spending your money on than £500 worth of rod and reel, get yourself out of Marketplace, get yourself a rod and reel. It's how you present the bait to these fish, not necessarily what you use to get them in or cast to them. So get yourself a budget rod and reel and go and enjoy some fishing like we have here today at Allcroft. Now, that last fish was probably the best one. I tried corn earlier. I went out there with a bit of corn, didn't really make much of a difference, but that chopped pork and I don't know what it was, I can't remember what it was, chopped pork and something was the luncheon meat alternative, and the fish have absolutely loved it. In fact, in this sort of last hour, getting on for like 3 o'clock, this margin down here has absolutely come alive with fish. Current rigging, before I could even chuck out some offerings, it were off. So yeah, these fish here on Bridgeport are absolutely on fire. So that is another cheap rod and reel challenge, cheap tackle challenge. If you've got any suggestions, let me know down below, and I'll head off to a fishery and try out some absolute tat and see how we get on. If you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. It's completely free of charge. A lot of people think that when you subscribe, it's going to start asking for payments and, oh, you need to fill this in, what's your dog's name, what's your auntie's name, what's this, what's that. It doesn't. Subscribing to YouTube or this channel in general is just like adding your favourite rod and reel to your basket on eBay or Amazon. It just stays there, ready for you the next time you go to visit it. When you subscribe on YouTube, when you go back on YouTube, any future content that I upload, it'll be there ready and waiting for you. And lastly, comments. Like I've said, what's the most expensive carp rod and reel nowadays? What's the most common? What's the most popular? What are the ones to avoid? Have you had any bad experiences with them? And yeah, let me know. Have you got any cheap Marketplace tackle like this £3 setup here that absolutely works wonders for you? Let me know. And people on look in the comments, they'll be able to get a good idea of their shed gear and is it worth digging it back out or is it worth going out and buying some new stuff? And strongly advise, get it dug out first. So from me, a sack of fish today here at Allcroft and the cheap rod and reel challenge. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. Oh, another thing, by the time you see this video, I may possibly be on paternity leave. Me and my partner having a baby, and it's due on the 5th of August. We've got a due date, and it's going to be like a forceful due date, you know what I mean, if you understand that. Just want to get him here safely. So if it goes quiet for a couple of days, for a certain period around that time, or in that 2-week period, we're having a baby. And yeah, she's done a lot for the last 9 months. It'd be nice to have a bit of time off and help her out. But I guarantee you that when she's going out to see her mates, or she's off to her mum's, or going somewhere for a few hours, I'll be getting some tat and heading down to a local watercourse to catch a few fish for you. Whatever I do in my spare time before I get back on, I will video it, bang it on channel. So if you're flicking through some videos and you think it's a bit quiet, get in comments, lighten things up, have a laugh, do whatever, and I'll be back as soon as I can. And yeah, thank you all for your support, and hopefully in a few years' time we'll have another little That's On member. So I'll see you all on the next one. There we go. There we go. That's on. There we go. Right there. That's on.